Hey, welcome back, everybody. And today, what I want to do is I want to finish up the wife's ring. I put it at a kind of a matte finish, as you can kind of see here. The inside was coated, so it won't tarnish her finger or anything. But she decided that she likes my version better, which, as you can see, is pretty shiny and has a very kind of thick layer of what appears to be lacquer on it. Actually, what this is actually cyanoacrylate glue, or Ca glue, to cover it. And people have asked, well, is it tough? Well, I've been wearing this ring for a little over a month now since that last video. A couple weeks before that I made that last video, and as I'm not very nice on rings either, and you can see there are almost no visible scratches whatsoever on it, as you can tell on this. And I'll give you a hint. This is a stainless ring, and you can see it's all kind of chowdered to kind of get out there. It used to be black, so just to give you a hint of how nice I am to my rings, and I'm not very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this in this to make it a little bit more shiny, give it some more depth to it so it looks nice and deep, because the grain pattern looks really good. We just want to make sure it pops a little bit more, and that's what she wants. So the process is very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to take some cyanoacrylate glue. This just happens to be super thin. It's 50 or so degrees here in the shop, so it's going to be yeah. It takes a little bit longer than 3 seconds to harden. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep building up layer upon layer upon layer, much like you would a lacquer, like a table or something like that. Except we're going to do it on this. And then I'm going to take my sandpapers, and then I'm going to wet sand it to this, and then I'm going to use my jeweler's polish, and then I'm going to do that. So without further ado, here we go. I'll probably speed this up, so you don't have to watch the entire process, but that is basically how we do it. So about 10 or 15 layers of this glue on top of here, and then we're going to polish it to make it look good. So little hint, make this part as good as humanly possible, because whatever defects you have down here will show up in here, because now you're just covering them up with something shiny to make them look good. So just bear that in mind, okay? So here we go. Just remembered, so while we wait for this next coat to dry, do not use any Insta hardener on this, because what it will do, it will make it cloudy and milky, and then you have to kind of start over and sand it down and start over. So don't use any of this stuff just yet. right, there we go. Now you see we've got a much higher shine to it than we did before. Everything's a lot deeper, and the colors pop a little bit better, and hopefully this will add a little bit of protection to the ring. So the one that I have here, I think I put more layers on this guy, but at the very end I like to always put like that big thick layer and just let it sit for a really long time. It's spinning at really, really low orbit there for a while, because I think that kind of bakes in that really thick layer to it. So pretty darn close. This one I think it looks a little shinier just because of the lighter color. But anyway, hope this was helpful. And yeah, check back in. I'm making more stuff later and also doing car stuff too. So anyway, thanks for sticking with me. Have a good one.